Yep, you bring this
Starlight.
No, I'm not.
Okay, here we go.
Yep, it's y'all.
I'm not.
1, 2, 3.
You know, right?
Welcome to Kingz and Konversation. My name is Mocha.
Mocha, do that one more time, please.
What happened?
Because you gotta wait until the click moves. So it gotta
You
go.
still had it?
Yeah.
Yes.
It go click.
Then.
So I don't want to do it anymore. You do it.
No,
Enrique.
you got it.
Let's be honest.
I don't want to do
Let's
it.
The
be honest,
anointing
you
is
do.
on you. It's been on you.
Welcome to Kingz and Konversation. My name is Mocha.
I'm Enrique.
And I'm Mike.
And on today, we're going to talk about what has now become my favorite show. And at first, it wasn't my favorite show, but now it's one of my favorite shows, and it is called
The Real Housewives of Potomac.
Hold
I
a
was
Man.
I was gonna say it right this time.
Well, I was like, yo, I might as well go ahead since that's what we're going to do.
Potomac.
Potomac.
I be thinking about Big Macs.
The Real Housewives of Potomac,
Potomac.
who has been lighting up the internet like crazy. Not for the best reasons, but definitely anytime there is a platform opportunity, you can make it what you want.
So what we talking about? Episode 7 and 8, I think.
Yes, so we will make
Yeah.
sure that it's right in the title.
It's like we just be watching. We don't remember what episode we on. We just be watching.
You know what I said the other day? I said, man, I remember when I used to watch reality shows just for fun. Now it's work because we actually have to kind of remember what's going on. But before we get started in the drama, let's talk a little bit about Ashley.
Before we even get started with that, we're gonna discuss our neckwear.
Oh, yes!
So our very own Mocha
Yes.
has stepped out, and he is now promoting a jewelry line.
Which we're so proud about, Mo.
So we're all wearing
thank
because
you.
everybody always asks him where does he get his jewelry
Yes.
on all of our episodes. So he's
Yes.
now doing it. We're all wearing pieces from his collection. You want to tell them how they can get it or how?
Well, you know what? This is something that I'm really testing out.
Okay.
This is sample jewelry that I ordered just to see how it would go. I haven't even come up with a name yet. I'm
Okay.
just, trying it out just to see what will happen. But y'all can hit me up on my Instagram or my Facebook. If you
Yes.
like it, you know what I'm saying, you can get it.
Down.
Oh shit!
So,
If you like it,
You
you
like
get it.
I
Get them on
really,
Instagram.
I really want to ask what all can they get, but then
If they like it. He just said you like the jewelry. He said you like it.
I've already sold 4 pieces, so it's going really, really well. Like the first day that I got them, I sold 2 pieces like
That's what's
instantly.
up.
So yeah, it's going.
And I'm
really
buying
well.
this.
Okay,
Right?
okay.
And then my boo wants to. My
My
partner.
boo.
He wants a red one.
Okay,
so.
okay, we're gonna take care of that.
I know that's right. Did y'all see that rain?
Yeah.
Did y'all see the rain?
Yeah, I saw it.
Hallelujah. Mocha, I have a question.
Okay.
Why are you sagging with lime green drawers on?
Because it matches.
Because it
shirt.
matches
It
the
looks
lime
good.
green. and
It looks
you
really
like that?
good. Go ahead and
Like
say, show that
you
little.
like
Lime green and chocolate. Key lime pie.
Yeah.
But no, your jewelry is amazing. When I saw that you first started promoting it, I was super happy because I was
Thank
like,
you.
you're using your platform to do something for you, and I love that.
Something that I've always wanted to do. So I'm really,
And
really,
you
really
always
excited.
rock dope
Jewelry,
So it's so
yes.
fitting.
Yeah, I
It's so
appreciate it.
good.
Everybody
I'm
loves
so excited. Eventually, I want to have a fashion show. You know what I'm saying?
With just
models,
jewelry?
with models wearing.
Can they be
the
naked?
neckwear? Well, I was going to, just have them wear things that fit
Production is laughing at me.
the
but-
neck piece. I don't want them to be naked.
But can I tell you why though? This is just, you don't got to do it. I'm just telling Enrique, why every time
No,
we
go
talk about
ahead.
sex do you get upset?
I don't get upset. I just want you to go ahead because it's so far off subject. But go ahead.
Child, we ain't too far off subject when Ashley Darby's is doing threesomes and stuff.
Hold on.
But
Are we gonna go ahead and talk about that?
Ashley, let me say this, Ashley. I support you in threesomes because y'all know I love me a good old threesome.
Right.
But no, I just think down.
Oh, go ahead.
Look, what I want to say is, honey, where you sitting at?
Oh no! Oh, we know. We know.
It goes down.
You just released some fresh the other day. I
That
saw
baby,
go ahead.
I let the Lord use me.
And then you used him. Go ahead.
Listen, I was so stressed out. My poor partner. I was just like, you about to just get it tonight because I'm just down all the way. He did a good job.
Oh shit.
Back to why I think they should be naked, because a lot of times when you have that like sexual aspect of things, it pulls people in, but they're going to see the jewelry no matter what people got swinging or
it's gonna be sexy, and there will
Okay.
be some skin because I want it to be like a Wakanda effect.
Yes.
I'm a Wakanda man.
You
know,
are.
I'm the king. Y'all
you
know.
are the
So,
Wakanda king.
Yeah, so it's gonna be very African
I love it.
vibes. You know what I'm saying? So,
Uh-oh.
and I want y'all to be a part of it.
We're
so.
looking
I'm
forward
hosting
to
it.
that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell y'all, people have missed us. I know we didn't film last week, but people have missed us, and it was so funny because even my ex-husband hit me up and was just like, "What's going on with y'all's show? Where's the new episodes at?"
Wow.
So I thought that was really sweet. And
Well, I'm just gonna blame it on production.
no, actually,
We were
I was
here.
out of
It's take
town.
off. No, I'm just kidding.
But speaking of that, I do want to give a shout out to my ex-husband. His name is Aaron Lay, and he has a show called Affairs of the Heart.
Okay.
And it's a really, really good show. I would not endorse it if it wasn't. Me and him are family. Even before I asked Monty to be my life partner, I called him. And it was so important for me to get his blessing, because I feel like if you have been in relationships with people, you had to love them at one point. And it's so easy to get caught up in mess after a breakup. And I am grateful that with most of my exes, except one, that I have peace with all of them. And we're all in a good place. And they were all I called all of them, including my ex-wife. I called all of them. And I asked them how they felt. And everybody was so supportive. So I just want to give a big shout out to him. And
That is so nice. When
Yeah,
I got
that's so
engaged,
sweet.
I didn't give a shit.
Yeah, right. But before we get into the Real Housewives of Potomac, we are wearing pink. So you want to talk a little bit about this, because this was your idea.
It was my idea. Mainly because I know a lot of women who have suffered from breast cancer. I normally do the breast cancer walk.
Okay.
And I wanted to make sure that since we were doing an episode and it was the beginning of October, that we actually pay homage to those women who have fought the battle, those who may have lost it, our fallen angels, as well as those who are still going through it. So we are donning our pink garments and standing in solitude with those who are dealing with breast cancer, even if it's affected or affected you.
Yes.
That's what we're doing. And we know that some men actually battle breast cancer
That's
as well.
right.
And a lot of people don't know that,
That's right.
but men do deal with breast cancer as well. So if you have lumps or you're feeling something, please, we're going to drop a hotline number so you guys can get some type of assistance. And again, as we always say on any video that we do, when it comes to this type of thing, you can reach out to either one of us personally or on the Kingz Konversation page, and we'll try to get you the information or the help that you need so we can make sure that everyone is living a healthy and thriving life.
And that's very important. Just like you saw Mocha checking his chest, for men and women, that you always, when you go to the bathroom, it's always good to do that. And we want healthy titties.
That's right.
Right?
That's
titties,
right.
so.
I love them.
Right.
And I want to make sure that we give a huge shout out to Miss Tony Bryce, who just recently
She got
double
them.
baby, I remember I asked her, I said, what size you gonna get?
Yeah.
She said it was a virtual thing.
She came out with them big, I said, oh.
You got to start.
Huh?
You got to start.
I got super
You
excited.
know you're a big kid, right?
I love titties.
And she looks good too and happy. She looks good and happy.
Listen, every time when I post a picture of my partner and like his chest is sitting out, they'd be like, "You love titties." I'd be like, "Oh, I suck them." Never mind. Anyway, all right.
So on to Potomac. So this is gonna be a little unconventional. Well, not for us. I was gonna say unconventional.
Right.
We're gonna jump around, but I got to dive right into this.
Okay, go ahead.
So I've said on previous reviews that I absolutely love Monique. And y'all know I absolutely love Monique. I think she's a beautiful woman aesthetically.
Oh, she is pretty.
But as I said on our last review, Candace made a statement that aesthetically she's beautiful, like her pancakes, but there was nothing on the inside.
Right.
And I disagree. I mean, I agreed then, but I disagree. There is something on the inside. Ratchetness.
Oh.
There's a lot of ratchetness. At some point, your adult mind should step in, and I'm speaking on the fight that she had with Candace.
Right.
And I get that we are human. I get that we get emotional. And I'm going to speak from a place that I've been in. So I have lesbian daughters who have kids. Mm-hmm. And at one time, they got into a fight. Okay. And they're in their 30s. Well, they were in their 30s at the time, but they're in their late 30s now. And I told them the same thing that I'm about to say now. Being a parent, you should not be somewhere on the floor brawling. You should not be somewhere on national television throwing hands and doing those things. I appreciate Candace's take on it because when she said, as black women, you do not want to see black women on TV fighting. That is already the narrative for us. That is already the norm for us. We have to get America out of that state of mind, especially with what we're going through. So for you to be on national television and for you to say, well, she asked for it, you've been asking for it. Your husband should probably pop you in the mouth. And I mean, I don't condone domestic violence, but you've been asking for it and he hasn't done it. So I'm saying that because if he hadn't put his hands on you for the things that you say and the way that you act, what makes you feel What makes you feel that it's okay to put your hands on someone else's child? And then to say her mother should have done this a long time ago when you're barely there for your child. And I'm sure she's going to crucify me. I give not one. Not one. But you're barely there for your children. You're more there for your bird than you are for your children or your husband. So for you to make that assessment about this young lady, I don't get it. I do not get it. And I rolled for Monique, and y'all know I rolled for her.
Always rolled for her.
But watching that episode, I was disheartened. I was hurt. I was mad. I was angry. And I don't know. As y'all saw, I just went off into a tangent. But y'all know I don't really get like that. But I just really feel that she should have been an adult about the situation, knowing that cameras were there.
Yes. That
in itself, and again, I get the human, because I know somebody said, well, she's human. I get that. But I'm human, and I've been put into situations. But when you're thinking about the rationale of things, and you're thinking about cause and effect, and you're thinking about what's going to happen after this, and you're thinking about the aftermath, like all those things have to come into play. And in that quick second, because in 1 second, you can change your life. Yeah. So you have to think beyond you. You got to think about those kids, your husband, his career. Like, you don't know what you could have jeopardized by doing that. But again, I digress. I'm going to sit back on this sofa and let them speak. That's how I feel about that.
Okay, I just feel that, and I agree with what you said, but when you don't address issues, when you're dealing with things and you don't address them, it builds up. She's going through things with her husband that she's just really hadn't talked about with him. She kind of scratched on it a little bit. She really just hadn't dug in and just really expressed how she feels. We know more about how she feels than her husband. And then she has things going on. You know what I'm saying? That's good. And then she has things going on with this event that's coming up. I think, what is it called? Not for lazy moms or whatever. And it's not really going the way she wants it to go.
20 tickets out of
300. You know what I'm saying? And then she's into it with her friend, who she's been friends with a while. And they haven't even really just sat down and resolved things like two, grown women should. And you have to really know yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you know that at a certain point you can get pissed off, if you know that your attitude is at one of them type, like me, for instance, I know I can't be around certain people and I can't deal with a whole lot of this going on too long. So because I know that, you know what I'm saying, I separate myself from that. And yes, we're going to get upset. Yes, there's going to come times when we want to teach people and we want to show them and we want to pop them in the mouth. That's human. It happens. I've done it several times, and I don't regret it. I'm not going to apologize for it. But what I did learn from that is that when you feel yourself going there, or when you feel yourself getting there, you need to go ahead and step away. You need to be an adult and understand, okay, if I don't walk out of this road, if I don't step away from this situation, it's going to get out of hand and I'm going to end up embarrassing myself. And she didn't do that. That's why I'm disappointed. It's because she didn't take control of the situation before it, blew up.
Too far.
And so now you have two beautiful, black, strong, successful women.
Yes.
Because they're both beautiful, they're both successful, strong black women that have so much going for themselves. And now they acting an ass
on national
TV.
Right. And, I have not been riding with Monique this particular season. Only because I just felt like there was just already an off energy. Even when she got upset with Giselle, I did have to give her an apology because I felt like she was making too much of the subject matter. And then, I was educated. As wrong as I think Monique was in this situation by the tossing of the hair, the moment she tossed Candace's hair, she was wrong. As much as I think that she was wrong, I would lie if I did not say I 100% agree with her. I am not, and y'all know this, we have talked about this, I have confessed on national television. I am. I heard it.
In there.
I am not one, seriously, that can take people yapping at me or talking disrespectful. I'm not going to lie. The moment that I saw that, I was triggered. Like my partner was sitting here trying to console me, trying to, because you can't keep talking at me and I don't respond. I agree with Monique, even though I know it's wrong. I agree that if you keep talking, you want to get hit. I'm not proud that I believe that, but I would be lying if I said I didn't. You yapping and Candace was like, what you gonna do, drag me? You can't tempt people who have triggers. And as wrong as I know Monique, me and you are, because girl, I did the same thing. Now, I didn't get to do all what you did, but I did jack up.
You didn't get to just pull somebody hair?
No, I didn't get a chance
because that's all she did.
Let's be honest.
All she did was
she pulled her hair and then start beating her on the top of her head.
No,
that's what I saw.
That ain't what I saw.
Well,
all I saw was her hand grip on Candace's hair.
Play that back.
That's all I saw.
Play it back, production.
Please play it back.
She kept doing this on top of her head.
Get your hand on my face. Get your hand on my face. You put
Now, let me say this. I didn't get a chance to do that on top of that person's head. All I got a chance to do was jack them up. And I'm not proud, so I don't even want to laugh because it's wrong. But when someone keeps talking,
I get it.
And you ask them to stop, and you're trying to de-escalate, and they keep going.
So did you
Mocha,
see her de-escalate?
She didn't try to de-escalate anything.
Honey, I'm talking about Michael Wells, the herd.
Okay.
When you try to de-escalate and it just keeps going, Mocha, you're 100% correct. The moment you're triggered, leave.
That's right.
Because Monique did say she would kill her. Mm-hmm. That's on record. That's on record. So I reached out before we filmed tonight. I reached out to one of Candace's closest friends, and I just asked, how is she doing? That we're sending love and light to her, and we're sending love and light to you, Monique, because evidently me and you are related. But they did tell me that Candace is doing well and that she's just moving forward. We do know that there's a lawsuit now, and this has become an ugly situation. But as wrong as I know me and Monique are, I fully understand it.
I see, the thing is, and I don't want people to not understand that, as I said, and I said it 3 times, we are human. We are of the flesh. We are not Jesus. We're not God.
Down.
So that's not us to be that perfect being. So I get that. But I think that the rationale has to step in at some point. Now, this is my thing, and I'm going to tie this into your story. Candace had a glass in her hand.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So if she would have cut Monique straight down the face,
or right here,
all of that would have been gone. So you'd have been hurt over an argument of words. Just agree to disagree, part ways, and go on.
I'm with you.
But like I said, The reason why it couldn't go that way is because it was deep rooted in other things.
It's been escalating from episode to episode. I get it.
And they never addressed it.
Yes.
And that's what happens. That's how a lot of people lose their lives.
I'm telling you.
That's how a lot of people end up getting hurt really bad. Because people don't address the issues when they need to be addressed.
See, God is using you. God is using you. And you know, one of the things, and I want to say this whole fight wasn't even about them two young ladies. It was about Sharice's ass.
Yep.
Thank you.
Who ain't even on the show.
Ain't even on the show.
So I'm going to say this because God had to speak to me. My weave is itching, child. God had to speak to me because I don't like when factors start breaking up what God is trying to do. And I'm not going to cry because y'all know I'm a cry baby. But even in my own life, I'm seeing where factors are trying to break up what God is doing in my own life. That brought me back to how Sharice is not even on the damn show. Mm-hmm. And these girls are fighting about something that the person who y'all should be upset with, because Candace didn't say that Monique was getting smashed by her trainer. Mm-hmm. Sharice said it, and it was carried by Ashley to Giselle. You get what I'm saying?
That's what happens.
So it's like the person who's causing the problem, y'all fighting each other. Could have lost your life. Honestly, when I heard the glass break, first thing I thought, she's going to cut her throat.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was thinking too, either her face.
Face.
But her lip got cut. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm telling y'all.
So many people are getting their asses whooped that was meant for somebody else.
Mm-hmm. And let me tell
you. Most of the time.
Let me tell you, I am committing my life. This is one reason why I'm in therapy. I'm committing my life to the point that if you trigger me, I cannot be around you. Because I'm not going to lose my life.
Or livelihood.
I think about the situation I went through. One wrong move. One wrong twist. One wrong turn. One wrong action could have ended somebody's life. I ended up in the hospital over nothing.
I know people who have died. Like in my personal life, like I know people who have died because something went wrong.
So this is why.
Isn't that crazy?
It's life though. I told you in an instant of a second, life can change.
You know, one of the things that Dr. Wendy, because you know I'm always respect you as that. One of the things that Dr. Wendy said, she fights every day.
Yes, that scene.
Yes, to
her
give
daughter.
Us a seat at the table, and then the first thing people say, well, why give them niggas a seat?
And they're going to come in here and act like Neanderthals and they're going to be barbaric. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. And I love that scene, and that was very strategic.
Yes.
And how they had the scene with her and her daughter, and she was pretty much, telling us that's what she's building. She's building an empire for her daughter and her kids to make sure that they will have a seat at the table. And they'll understand when enough is enough and to just walk away.
Yes.
Because every action doesn't deserve a reaction. And I know that we can't. Again, we're of the flesh, so we just automatically react. But again, you always have to think, how much am I going to lose from doing what I did?
Yes.
And it's in its totality of everything in my life.
Who always going to affect?
Right, in its totality of everything in my life. Right. So we're going to go backwards.
Before we do that, can we give one more lesson from this? Mm-hmm. One of the other things that I learned from this and just my own experiences is whoever you respond to, you give a platform to.
That's right.
Whoever you respond to. One of the biggest reasons, and I'll say this, and I don't care what people say, one of the biggest reasons why my name is as big as it is, because when me and Ty broke up, and Ty decided to make it a big thing and talk about it, make a video, he made me popular.
That's what happens, yeah.
People was hitting me up. I had no idea. And, love Ty, grateful for Ty because I am where I am because of him. But at the end of the day, that's what really blew my name up. It wasn't, Mike is a great counselor, or he helped me, not commit suicide. It was the negativity.
It's always that.
So you know what I learned? When people come after me, bitch, I ain't saying shit. You're going to be sitting there looking dumb by yourself. And the people that know me and believe in me and love me are going to be the ones in my corner. But I'm not giving your ass a platform. You will not get one from me. Not at all. You will not. Because my name is already big. Your name is not as big. So if I respond, I have made you bigger than me. Ain't no way in hell.
You know, that's one reason why I always tell you, and I'm going to jump back into this, why I always tell you I don't speak certain people's names.
Right.
Because I'm not giving you that.
No.
I will not.
Because that's a gift.
I'm
Yeah,
the same way.
So, we're going to go back to the beginning of this actual episode,
Right.
which is about Ashley.
Yes.
And her husband actually confessing to her, which I still don't think he told her the whole
I
story.
don't think so.
either.
Because you're not going to tell me you were drunk and you don't remember something and y'all didn't have sex.
Right.
He didn't
You
play
don't-
with her pussy.
But you said you don't
But
remember.
you say you don't remember that.
So if you don't remember that.
So how you know you didn't have sex?
But as she said, if he was able to tell her that part, he should have been able to tell her the truth. So she took what he said as the truth. And as I've said, and I have to always say this, I don't get into people's relationships because I don't know your bedroom, I don't know your situation.
Right.
I'm gonna give my assessments based on what the editing did
Right,
and what's
right.
presented to us.
What Bravo showed us.
What
right.
your husband did was cut you right there.
Right.
You got a small wound and he put a band-aid over.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why he told you just enough to appease you,
Down.
so that you wouldn't get upset and walk out.
Right.
Like
But
you
I-
had been doing before.
Because if she leaves now, she takes over half of his
Mhm.
fortune.
Yeah.
Because now she has a baby.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But let me say this. I don't think Ashley is as dumb as she acts.
Well, I don't think she don't. She acts dumb.
Let me tell you something. If your man, okay, let's get out that. Because, honey, you got you a good old deacon.
Amen.
If I went to my partner and was like, oh, all I did, and I already have a history of being a whore, all I did was lay in the bed because I was drunk and she laid there with me.
And she took a picture of
You
me when I
think
got up to
you
check my
honestly
phone.
think my nigga gonna believe that?
No.
Ain't no way. Ashley is probably one of the smartest
Yeah.
and shrewdest girls on this show. She's setting herself up for good.
That's what she doing.
Boom. You do one more thing.
That's why she did the post.
Yeah.
She wasn't done.
I was wondering if he was gonna agree to it.
Oh,
See,
I-
No.
agree.
No, he said, was he going to agree to it?
Oh,
Mike.
okay. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So when she presented it, I said, "Oh, bitch!" Like I look, mine jumps in on my sofa, and she said, "That was me."
Well,
Like
he was kind of in a situation to where he had to
he ain't had no
agree.
choice.
He had no choice.
Right.
I said, ooh, the Holy Ghost set her up.
Did
Because if you think about it, when he responded and said, well, you know, I want to make sure you're taken care of. I want to make sure the baby is taken care of. I think he said something like, that's my priority. And then she said, I agree. I said, go on, bitch. Yes.
That
Because
mindset, ding, ding, ding.
I think she is just in a place now to where she's just like, okay.
it is what it is, but after it is, I need what
I
it
need
is.
what it is.
And what do y'all think about her? Okay, in past seasons, y'all don't know this. In past seasons, one of her storylines, Ashley's storylines, has always been talking about other people's marriages.
You told us that, and you said that's
Yeah.
why it's funny that it's coming up this season. For
Wow.
her.
So what do y'all think about that?
Well,
I say this all the time.
What you
One
say,
thing
Bo?
about a table,
What?
they turn. Tables always turn. You got to be careful
which
with
is why I never
what
speak.
you spew out of your mouth. Because, and I believe in the power of words and I believe in the laws of attraction. When
That's
you
right.
do that,
Right.
it's going to come back on you.
That's right.
And 10 times harder.
That's right.
You got to go ahead and just sweep around your own
Front
porch.
door, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why one of my mantras. Some people like to say mantras. is live and let live.
That's
I,
right.
I worry about me. My lane is just that. You cannot drive your car in my lane while I'm in that space.
Right.
So I don't ever try to navigate anybody else's situation. That's why I always have to make sure I make that disclaimer because people say I repeat things so
Right.
much.
No.
But I do it because I want you to understand if you missed it the first time, this is my take on it. I don't
Right.
have nothing to say about nobody's relationship because that's yours. I'm only speaking on it because it's on national television.
Right. And
we're
you made
doing
it, and you made it public.
Mhm.
Right. So I definitely think that, at the end of the day, karma is real. And we
Mhm.
talked about,
That's right.
I was talking about karma a little bit. And I want to say this because I want our viewers to be educated. Karma is not an evil thing. It's not a dark thing. Like people love to always say, karma
Karma
gonna get
don't
your
know.
ass.
Even karma is law.
That's not even,
It's law.
karma doesn't even have that type of energy. Karma does allow something to happen to you that you maybe cause to happen to someone else, but it doesn't do it with the intent of got you, bitch. it does it with the intent of learn from this.
Teaching.
That's what karma is. So when people make these posts about karma and people be like, oh, karma gonna get you, karma gonna do this. Well, already karma is never even gonna work until you no longer care. And then when it does happen, you're going to be so broken that it happened to the other person that the pain of what they're going through is going to affect you as well. Karma doesn't come to give you revenge because that's not the energy of the universe. Exactly. That's not the work.
You better preach
of the universe. The work of the universe is love regardless. And even if I have to let you go through something to teach you to break that behavior, it's not there so that your enemies can say, I got that bitch. Right. It's there so that when you come out of it, you come out better than ever. Right. You get what I'm saying? Right. So whatever karma I ever had to go through, this bitch right here, this nigga right here has always come out better. Y'all get what I'm saying? Right. And even when I made mistakes and I realized the shit that I went through was because of what I done to someone else, by the time the dust settled, I'm bigger, I'm better, I'm wiser, I'm smarter, I'm better looking, I'm taller, I'm greener, I'm more prosperous, I'm everything that you thought. So now you're going to gag because the thing you wished on me made me better.
Ha! And the funny thing about it, the lesson in that is that if most people think about it,
my God.
I always tell people that
when I tell you that was a word,
yeah, it was.
Oh my God!
When God brings you to it, He brings you to it to bring you through it.
Exactly.
And so many people don't see that. They always want to ask the question, "Why me? Why? It's not why. It's just stepping forward and making sure that whatever it is He's trying to teach you, you learn the lesson.
Let me tell you. And I know we're doing this about
Potomac,
but the anointing is here right now because somebody needs this. The goal of the universe is love. So when you talk about spiritual things, karma, when you talk about that's wrapped in love. Are you gonna cry? Yes. Are you gonna go through? Yes. Are you going to need someone to be with you and hold your hand and help you up again? Yes. But the goal is the lesson. And that's why people are like, I'm karma going to get there. Okay, I want karma to teach them whatever it is so that we can heal. The purpose of me going through my karma is so that I can understand your plight, so that healing can take place. That's why karma never happens until you're over it. When that situation don't bother you no more, that's when the person goes through. Because now you're in a place to finally reconcile. See, we got to learn the universe and stop getting out of it and get out of this religious mindset of God gonna get you, the devil gonna have you, the devil gonna. As long as we have that, we're never going to grow. This is one of the reasons why 46 minus 1 is doing the shit he's doing because they're moving in the religious form, and I'm looking at God through Biden. And Biden is standing there. Now, he called him a clown. He told him to shut up. He said he was stupid. Yes, he did, because he was right. But at the end of the day, when you talk about the energy of it all, that is what matters. Karma doesn't come to destroy. It comes to reconcile.
So I'm going to pass around the tithes and offering plate.
But listen, did you see what happened when Ashley, look at this, y'all. God.
Go ahead.
Did you see when Ashley confessed about doing threesomes?
Mm-hmm. Well, she didn't necessarily say threesomes. She just said we've had, no, she didn't say threesomes.
Right, you're right. She said we had she said we have a unique.
Right.
Yeah.
And we've invited others.
Right.
Marriage.
So I was waiting for her to say we got men in there too. But you saw the reaction of the ladies.
Yes, I did.
How loving. And she was literally taken aback because she was like, damn, I done been in all y'all's business.
But she actually said in her confession,
she did.
I think. Yeah.
And she was like, but they were there for me. Like, that's karma.
My biggest thing about people and their lives and their journeys is that first word.
Yeah.
There. And that's what so many people fail to understand. I'm going to walk in a different path than you.
Right.
And you.
Right.
But that doesn't change the dynamics of who we are together.
Right.
And so many people think that because we are grouped together, we have to be the same.
No.
Because we've been taught and trained our whole
Yes.
entire life, birds
That's
of a
a
feather flock
religious thing.
together.
Yes.
And if one is doing that, and that is so not true, because our commonalities are something that's different.
Right.
Our differences are just that.
Exactly.
So it's not like, well, even with twins, it's not like we were born together, but even with twins, they have the same dynamics.
Yeah, right.
So I was appreciative. I'm appreciative of Ashley for her transparency.
Yes.
On all levels, because
I agree.
she's sharing things with these ladies that she does not have to share.
Right.
She's saying things about her life that she could just keep to herself,
Right.
but she's being very open, and I enjoy it. But I enjoy more of the fact that these ladies are openly accepting of it, because it shows true friendship.
Right. One of the things Carlos King said, he was like, Ashley has literally solidified her space in, reality show history. Because that being that open, that's what people want to see.
Because it's real.
Because it's real.
It's what's happening when y'all ain't got cameras on y'all, and then when the cameras on you, and you're lying about it.
Right. Okay. How did you all, when Monique, and y'all can tell me how y'all felt about this. I felt like when Monique was beating the hell out of Candace, because that's what happened, I felt like she was not just fighting Candace. She was fighting her husband, who she knows she can't beat.
Her failed business.
Her business. And that's...
Well, struggling. I'm not going to say
Yeah, the struggling business. Because of that momentum and everything that was going on in the inside of her, she was already tick, tick, boom. And I to me, when she was hitting her husband, and she was hitting Sharice.
That's why she said she blacked out.
Which I relate
and
to.
I believe that. Can we talk about Giselle for a minute?
Let's talk about her.
I was going to her family, so we next.
Can
So
we
let's go ahead.
With her 50-year-old fine ass.
I love me some Giselle.
You know what? I took a
too.
good look at her in this episode. I was like, that is a gorgeous woman.
I told y'all.
Beautiful.
She is a
If I
gorgeous,
still like
and
women.
she's growing,
Down.
and she's growing on me. Because at first I
She's
thought
amazing.
she was so messy.
I love
She's
Giselle.
messy, but she's
Giselle
amazing.
Bryant, I
but
love
she's really
Down.
growing on me,
Come to
and
the
she's a
restaurant and
beautiful
see me.
woman.
Please.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
And I think it's great what Jamal Bryant did for the
Yes,
girls.
that was nice.
I think that's all amazing. What do y'all think about
Her
that?
father?
Yeah.
Well, I was watching the show with Babe, and I promise you, Babe was like,
Yeah, you could see it
He
from the
ain't for
beginning,
this.
but then when he did the thing and they were messy enough to keep his audio,
But that's what he signed up for.
I knew it, but
When
that
I
was
tell
so
you,
funny.
that was shady.
Because he said, take this off of me. And then when it was off of him and he thought he could
he
talk
thought
freely,
he could talk freely.
they kept the audio.
They kept it.
He was like, I'm not for this. He got 6-7 baby mamas, and
You don't want that for your daughter.
And when I tell you, he put up a good little front.
He did.
Because I believe, at first, I was like, I don't know. But then when he came to the dinner, and they were all the time, I was like, okay, well, maybe he is, he has thought about it and changed his mind. But
He
no,
was
I'm going to
for
tell
it.
you, as a father, you want what's best for your kids, but you also want to support them in their decisions.
Right.
And I think that's where he was.
You got to grin and bear it.
That's where he was. So that's why he's like, okay, if this is what you want, not
how
with
do y'all
it.
think Giselle's going to react when she finds out?
Yeah.
I really wanted to reach out to someone in Giselle's camp just to really find out so we could say it today. And I didn't get a chance to. I really want to know too, because you could tell when he was saying that he was going to support her.
Yeah.
She was elated.
She was,
That touched her heart.
She got teary-eyed, yeah.
But I want to say this about Giselle. Giselle, I was so on the fence about you becoming the first lady. I want her to be, because I think she's a bad bitch. But I was on the fence, because I was like, her reputation for being a first lady before wasn't that great. I don't know. But my reputation being a pastor wasn't that great either, but I'm coming back. Listen to this. Let me tell you what happened. The producer asked her, how many kids
Oh, yeah. And she
does
said
Jamal?
what she said.
But did you see the way she answered that?
Mm-hmm.
She could have been messy as
Yeah, she
hell,
could have.
but she was respectful and said, I refuse to talk about any child that I did not birth because it's not fair to the child
Or the mother.
That child,
Class.
you better support your whole man, honey, because I love me some Jamal Bryant.
Mike is coming out with a new dictionary. It's called Ho
Oh, man.
Webster's.
Jamal Bryant has been a hoe, but I can relate.
We know hoe.
Damn.
But it was something else I wanted to talk about. Y'all made me forget. So let's talk about the aftermath of the fight.
Right.
So when Candace called her husband and she was teary-eyed, I love the fact that his name is Chris.
His name is Chris.
He was very supportive.
He was.
And I loved how he didn't baby her, but supported
her. Yes.
And even when she got up the next morning, he just wanted to make sure she was okay.
Right.
As opposed
what happened? Tell the truth.
Monique calling her husband and him really wanting to cuss her out because you could tell in his tone. And then the next morning when she went further into the story, and the looks on his face was kind of like, dumb bitch.
Right.
That's kind of what he gave it. Like, why in the F would you do this?
Right.
This is your friend. Why would you And she said, well, I know with football players, they have to worry about their image. And I told Mo this early. And I was like, you can't say anything about their image when y'all are married.
That's right. That's right.
Because his image becomes yours and vice versa.
Right.
And her take on it just gave me, again, privileged, spoiled ass brat that's a control freak.
Yeah. I agree.
Which is how she's been acting in the past.
Yeah, and we've said it on previous reviews, but it's showing more and more. And it hurts me because I love this beauty. I think she's gorgeous.
Is beautiful.
And I hate that she has to act this way. And again, it's how it's depicted on television. So I'm only speaking on what's out there. So don't try to attack me and say, well, she's like this. I don't know her personally. I can only judge her based on what you guys are putting out.
Right.
So looking at what I'm looking at,
But that's what I love. Okay. I don't know why the anointing is on me, but that's why I love God. Because sometimes God has to allow you to do big shit to get your attention. Because Monique can't deny her issue. Y'all get what I'm saying? In this situation, before maybe she was able to overplay it, because when you have pretty privilege and you have money privilege, people scoot your shit up under the rug real quick. This time you can't. And I love how in the previews, the girls confronted her because that's what friends are supposed to do. And at the end of the day, I honestly, in my heart, believe that Monique is a good person.
I do too.
And because I know I'm a good person. But I also know that just like me, Monique, you have to get help.
Because there are underlying issues that she don't understand.
And you know, she just ain't angry with her husband. She angry with a whole lot.
That's what I said. There are a lot of underlying issues.
There's a lot.
And speaking of anger, let's dive into Karen. Because Karen has discovered now that Ray is no longer, I think he's in love.
No,
he still
what
loves
he said was he doesn't know.
Yeah. No, he said I think.
Oh, he said I think.
He said that word because when he said I did this again on the sofa, like
he said I think. He said I think I am.
But I understood his rationale when he said what he said.
You're not the same person.
Right. And I mean, that's life, period. But in marriages of that time span, you have to grow together.
Right.
Because if you're going to grow, if you grow and you're going like this, then you're going apart. And it's a situation.
That's just in a marriage. That's in any relationship.
Right.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you something. I think that's one of the reasons why me and my ex went through the things we went through was because, and I've said this publicly, on November 1st of last year, when I tell you, I don't know what happened, something clicked in me, and I became a completely different human. I started giving zero fuck, and everybody could see it. Everybody was like, what done happened to him? And whenever a person starts to grow and y'all not growing together, you grow apart. You get what I'm saying? And then, of course, a whole lot of other shit happens. But that's the main thing. And that's what is happening with Ray and Karen.
And it like broke her.
It did.
She couldn't breathe. To the point, she couldn't breathe. She wanted the mic off her and everything. And I'm like, well, this is something you chose to address on this platform.
And that's a lot of what I tell people all the time is that that's what happens with the truth, especially when you say you want it. Yeah, you got to understand that sometimes it's gonna.
You gotta be
but
ready.
You know, a lot of people ask for the truth and say that they can accept it, but they can't.
They can't.
Child.
I deal with it all the time in my own personal life. People want you to be real. They want you to be straight.
No, they don't.
They want you to tell the truth. It's what they say.
They say that because it sounds
good. Because of how it sounds. But baby, are you sure you're ready to hear this truth? Because I'm very transparent, and what I say, it may hurt you, but it's the truth.
And it breaks my heart because why? It almost makes me afraid. Like y'all know I'm really on this transparency tour because I'm really trying, but it makes me afraid to tell people the truth because I don't know how they're going to react.
Well, For me, because I've always been a truthful and transparent person, I'm going to give you this advice. Regardless of how they react, don't worry about it because your truth is just that. You can't change what your truth is. So if you walk in your truth and they can accept that, they're not for you. They're not supposed to be in your life.
That's the reason why I picked Monty. Because
who is Monty?
My partner. But the reason why I picked him was because when we got together, contrary to rumors and popular belief, we did not become sexually involved until we were both out of our relationship situations. And during that time, we became friends. I didn't have to impress him. I didn't have to pretend I wasn't something I wasn't. It was probably in front of him that I became comfortable saying, nigga, I'm a hoe. Like, nigga, I'm getting me lit.
So
like,
what made you comfortable to use the bathroom on your lives? Maybe Mike was live. Was it?
Damn.
Everybody was hearing me like, you see? I said, yeah, but they was loving it.
Let me tell you,
real.
because I'm with someone who loves me for the ratchet, what people see, dirty, filthy, rejected, horrible, ugly person that people say that I am when they're angry with me. And he looks at me and sees a king.
It just touched my heart.
Come on,
So when people trip about me being engaged, why wouldn't I marry somebody who loves me at my worst?
Why does it matter what they think?
My point is that that's what you need in your life. You need someone who loves you at your worst.
The lowest of the low.
Not when you're high. Honey, when I'm preaching, I get pussy all the time. When I'm laying hands and people getting healed and I'm prophesying, I'm just telling y'all the truth.
Blessed booty.
Baby, when I tell you my hotel room, Nick,
anointed angels.
Let me tell you, I get niggas and bitches. Let me tell you something, right? They love, as soon as the anointing get on me, oh my God. But what about when I'm angry? What about when I'm triggered? What about when I want to have an orgy? Can you still love me? Oh, it's quiet in the church.
But no.
But that's the reason.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's not able to love you at your worst. So when we look at these type of relationships, that's why I think Giselle and Jamal gonna make it.
Yeah.
Bishop.
Well, her and Robin and Juan.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because the one thing I've learned, and I it's funny because I think I've done it once. The one thing I've learned about backtracking is that when you've been through your worst with that person, you have nowhere to go but up.
Exactly. You always say that.
That's
when
true.
You've been to the bottom, there's only one place to go, and that's up. You always say that.
So I really think they're going to make it. And she said something about 12 years. When she said,
they were separated for 12 years.
But the girls are 13 and 14, right?
Well, because once she had them, then that's when the
because when I heard that, I was like,
because he started having other children.
Okay, I was confused because this is my first season watching. Yeah, I was a little confused, and I was like, "Damn, she left him right after she had the kids."
She kind of had no choice.
No, I just wanted to know.
You know how us preachers do most. Right. You know how we do.
Right.
But listen, there were so many great lessons in this episode, and I know we didn't get a chance to cover them all. We covered what what we're passionate about.
Right. We actually did.
We covered everything.
We covered everything.
Oh shit!
Candace and her husband, Nick and her husband, Karen and her husband.
Oh shit! And Giselle and her husband.
The business with the girls.
Let me tell you something, Giselle, Bryant, Kingz in Konversation better get an invitation to that wedding.
No, I just want an invitation to Arizona because I like to eat.
Please let us come so we can do a review.
We can do an episode on that.
Yeah, let us film there. That would be
That
awesome.
would be cool.
We should make that happen.
We should.
Well, listen, everybody.
Hopefully, production. I got you. I hope the production can get that. So, as I've said on previous episodes, we are looking to be spokespeople for any items that you guys have.
Yes.
Whether it be glasses, jewelry, so on and so forth. And Mocha does have something he wants to present.
Yes. I want to talk about this black entrepreneur who lives in Texas.
Okay.
I rep the bag. But His name is Jay Lamar.
Jay Lamar.
Yes, founded by Jamario Cooper.
Okay.
He has his own fragrance line for men and for women, and he sent us all samples.
Oh.
And these are nice bags. I mean,
Look at the little crushed velvet
Yeah,
bag.
he sent us samples. You know, he
this is our
watches.
first time actually smelling this.
He watches our show all the time.
What's his name again?
His name is Jamario Cooper, but the name of his business is called Jay
This
Lamar.
is for her. I'm gonna try this first.
Now, now let me ask you, is he on Instagram?
Yes, he
Okay,
is.
he's on
so his
Instagram.
Instagram information, we're gonna put that on the screen.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fresh.
So wait a minute, is this his own line?
This is his cologne, his fragrance, male and female.
Okay, let me smell.
This
smell
is for her.
Jay Lamar's signature.
Okay.
Let's oh, it.
Oh, that smells
Don't
good.
it smell fresh? Y'all know I like to smell good. Everybody come up to me and say, "You smell good."
Oh,
I
that
take
smells
baths once a
good.
week.
Yeah, all of it.
Okay. So this is for
I'm putting this
her,
one on this side.
and then let me smell for him, because you know men's balls be musty.
It's
like
called,
mustard
this
balls,
is
though.
called Ego.
Let me tell you something. My T can't stand smells. He'd be like, "Ooh, some of the balls is musty." I'm like, "Nigga, it's probably yours. You've been in the gym."
Oh, that's fresh
I love
too.
Ego.
Shit, let me
That's a
see.
real nice
wow.
warm scent.
No.
Yes.
Let me come bring the camera in. I want them to smell it.
That is awesome.
But
Yeah.
no, it's not seriously. If you've ever been in my presence, I always
You love
like
to smell good.
right,
Yes,
right.
you do.
And these are both very clean scents. They're not overbearing. They're very clean.
They're
like
very
you just got
nice.
out the shower, and I
He
guess
does
if you take
very
a bath,
well.
it'll probably last all day. But if not, then you're probably going to.
And listen,
he does
and
very
let me
well with
suggest
these
this to
fragrances
all
also.
my OnlyFans guys and girls
Oh my
family.
God.
When y'all be filming,
Come
y'all
smell
need
it.
to put some cologne on.
No, they need to take a bath.
No, they
Because
need
I
to-
done smelled a few of
Well,
them.
you're right. They do need to take a
Smell like
bath.
booty and butt and fruit on
No,
oil.
you're 100% right.
Wow.
But once you
Wow.
get done with that shower, put a little bit of cologne
God.
on.
Put some cologne on.
I don't like filming with people that stink.
This
I
is
don't
it.
like that.
Bad
My,
hygiene
my
is the
favorite one
worst.
is Ego. What's
This-
your favorite?
What is this
Oh,
right here? Is this Ego?
That's Jay
That's
Lamar's
what
Oh, that's
signature.
well. This smells amazing.
That's the first. That's the
Did I
first
miss
scent
one?
that he ever
Oh,
made.
shit, okay.
Yeah, you
Oh,
need
it's
to
3 in
smell
here?
that one. Yes, 3.
Oh shit!
That one's called Ego.
Okay.
I did that one. That
Yes.
was for her.
Ego.
Ego
I
is
did
my
Ego.
favorite.
Ego
Yeah.
is on me right here, so
Yeah.
I got that.
Yes,
Yeah.
Ego is my favorite. Oh my gosh, thank you. What's his name?
It's Jay
Jay
Lamar.
Lamar.
Jay Lamar. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. We
Jay
will
Lamar got
definitely
in
be
Houston,
supporting
Wow.
you.
Texas. Oh, y'all need to follow him on Instagram. If you follow him on Instagram, you will see that not only does he make fragrances, but he's coming out with a clothing line.
So he named me
he has messenger bags, backpacks,
Oh, I
t-shirts.
like bags.
But his main thing is cologne.
Mocha, I have a question.
Yeah.
Why do all the companies and
Endorsements.
endorsements come through you? Why don't nobody reach out to us?
I'm gonna
I
tell
know
y'all why.
I know why.
We know why. It's because I got this ring and Mike is booed up and Mocha's single. We know what it is.
They trying to get a taste of that good
That
old
chocolate, yeah.
You know,
But we're
you
all
know.
here to endorse. And
Yes.
if you ain't been on my Instagram, y'all know I photograph very well.
You
But no,
do.
seriously, we want to support all businesses because we have a platform and we're not selfish.
No,
we're not
not at
greedy.
all.
So if it's anything that you guys have, you want to send it to us, send it to Mocha, and he'll get it to us.
Definitely, that would be
And we
great.
will rock your shit.
But y'all, thank you so
Absolutely.
much for riding with us, rolling with us. All we can do is share our hearts, and that's our goal, is to be as transparent and honest as we can when we're looking at other people's lives, relating it to our lives, and basically trying to find the lesson out of it. That's what we're trying to do. So,
And the one thing that we stopped saying at the beginning of our shows is that we are just 3 friends
yeah,
who get together and have conversations.
yeah.
There just happens to be a camera here with lights and a production crew.
Damn.
But no, seriously, we just get together and talk. So we don't think that our opinions are right. We're not trying to push our opinions on
On
you
you.
guys. We're just here to have a conversation
Yeah, we
amongst the
see.
3 of us. And if you agree, that's fine. If you disagree, that's cool too. Just be respectful.
That's all we
That's
ask.
all we ask.
All right, everybody. Thank y'all.
We done.
Like,
You
comment,
guys.
subscribe,
That's it.
share, and all that good stuff.
Yes.
All right. See y'all later.
Good
See
night.
y'all, everybody. Good
Good
night.
night.